Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of throttle there. Yeah, it gets up and goes. I mean, it's got plenty of power. By no means is it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter. In today's video, we have a 2021 Mazda CX9 Signature model. Very excited to get behind the wheel of the CX9 because it's going to be my first time actually getting to drive a CX9. I want to give a big shout out to Barto Ford for allowing me some time in this CX9. Obviously, I'll put their information down below on the description. Actual awesome looking SUV, guys. I've been a big Mazda fan for many years. Obviously, in my former young years, I did have a Mazda RX-7, and Mazda's always been known to be that sport, you know, more of a sport performance kind of a, you know, niche Japanese brand. But also they built some fantastic products like the Mazda RX-7, like the Miata. And of course, now that we're getting into the SUV craze, obviously they have all kinds of SUVs, you know, from the CX-30, CX-50, CX-5, CX-9, which is an awesome SUV. Obviously, this is a 7-passenger mid-size SUV. Obviously, depending how you seat it. Obviously, this has got captain chair, so this is only a 6-seater, if I'm correct. Funny, interesting thing that, you know, obviously this Mazda CX-9 is built in Japan, but Japan does not have this available in their own country. Obviously, so Japan does not have a CX-9. They have to do with what they call a CX-8, which is basically a CX-5 with just an extra row added to the back. So that's because that's basically as big as they can get to have. So basically, the Japanese built this in Japan, but they don't have this available, or they're not allowed to have this over there because they only played a lot of Texas. So a little quick niche that I found out about this, but really nice. I love the way this is styling. It's obviously this has got, you know, this being the top of the model Signature. You got 6 trims of Mazda CX-9 you can get, anywhere starting from the Sport, which starts about $37,000, all the way up to this Signature, which is just under $50,000. From there, you got the, you know, the Touring Plus, you got the Carbon Edition, you have the Grand Touring, and we go up to this Signature model here. So basically, the only thing you can get an option with this Signature is just basically cargo nets and all that kind of stuff. This is basically fully done, sunroof, everything, aluminum wheels, 20-inch wheels, basically all the bells and whistles you can get with the CX-9. Now, obviously, the CX-9 has been with us since 2006. This is basically the second generation of CX-9. The second generation came on board in 2016, and throughout the years, basically, it's been the same. Obviously, just updated, you know, the basically in 2021, as this model is, they upgraded the user interface, got a bigger screen, a 10.3-inch screen now, and they put a chargerless wiring pad for 2021 for your phone. So for 2022, there's basically not much changes. All there is basically that the new Signature Plus trim came along for 2022. We just had a little bit more better stereo, you know, heated seats and that kind of stuff. And also for 2022, the active or the all-wheel drive system became standard for any model of CX-9. So basically 2021 was the last year you can get a front-wheel drive model, and now for 2022 they all come standard with the i-activ all-wheel drive system. So that's a good little thing that Mazda has adding to the CX-9. Mazda's always done a great styling to the, you know, very distinct styling to their SUVs. Obviously, we get a huge aluminum titanium looking grille, which is what it's called. You got the big Mazda emblem, which I think lights up at night. Make sure that I put that up for you guys up on the video. And over here, of course, you got LED lights with your little circle daytime running light. We have no fog lights, but we got all the kind of sensors and everything here for your active cruise and all your sensors in the front. So really nice the way that is, you know, very minimalistic, nothing crazy, just, you know, your basic intakes. And I'm sure those probably are active cruise shuttles. Possibly, I don't see them as well, but looks like there is. And of course, we have a front-facing camera as well. So I really love the way it's kind of like a shark type of look of this. You know, the way they designed the CX-9. So coming here to the wheel package. package of this CX9, we got 255 millimeter Bridgestone Egopia tires. These are all-season tires, and they are integrated with this beautiful 20-inch aluminum wheel, which I really love the way it is. It's kind of darkish aluminum finish to them, and a really nice single piston caliper in the front. This is basically not no performance SUV, but obviously the Mazda's known to put a little bit more of a sporty suspension in whatever SUV they have, so that's basically what they're known for. But really nice. Love the way the wheels look the way everything Mazda is. It's not as big, for example, because obviously what's the competition to the CX9? Of course, you got the Pathfinder from Nissan, you got the Ford Explorer, which I've driven many times. We have, you know, Kia, the Palisade, we have the Telluride, we have also the Honda Pilot. You know, all kinds of SUVs that are basically 6-7 seater. This is very competitive market in this segment. So all right, so let's go ahead, guys. This the color that we have here on this CX9 is called Jet Black Mica. Very nice, very metallic color. As you can see, it looks more like a super dark blue with all the metallic flakes it's got a blue flakes. Really awesome color that this CX9 is, this Jet Black Mica. So guys, coming here to the back of the area, back of the hatch, here's a key with us here. We have just a simple key. We've got the Mazda logo, and we got open and close, hold for the rear hatch, and hold exclamation point. I don't know what that would be for. Maybe you can program the button. Let's go ahead, guys, and open up the rear hatch. Let me hold this button there. We got the hatch opening up here. So as you can see, guys, we do have some LED lighting here for the rear tail. It's really nice round design for those. Really cool. So guys, coming back here, really spacious room for this CX9. This is configured to only a 6-passenger. You can do up to 7-passenger if you don't do the middle row and captain chairs. This one does have the captain chairs because it's a signature model. So we have basically, you can do 6 passengers. You might be able to put 7 here with the third one if you have kids, but basically 2 of those will be a little bit cramped here in the back, but it's not too bad, obviously, for short trips, but very comfortable for seating for 6. So as you can see, guys, the seats do fold down, basically like, you know, 60-40. These are very easy to put down. Obviously, this, you put down, the headrest goes down first, and then a little more, pull down a little lever. Very easy to do. The same as well for this one here. Obviously, I put the seats on here because we got some floor mats. I just decided to put those there. Here for the rear passengers, we have a couple of cup holders on each side. We have USB connections as well on each side, and we might have, I don't see any AC outlets for this rear third row, but seats on here in the middle for the rear passengers. Coming back here, guys, we got plenty of space here in the back. 14 cubic feet of space here in the back. Obviously, if you put the seats on, it's going to be much more. We do have plenty of hooks, as you can see, hooks over here as well. And we have a 12-volt connection here, as you can see. We got the hooks here. And checking out here in the bottom, if you pull this little lever up, we have some more storage space in the back for something flat. And down here, thank Mazda for we do have a space-saving spare tire in the back, which is awesome. Glad Mazda included this. This is really awesome, especially for something like this. Even though it's a smaller tire, but you do have at least a spare tire here in the rear. Plenty of room here in the back. Of course, this goes pretty deep, this little pockets here, if you can see there. Let me just go ahead and lift this up there. You can see they've got pretty good pockets there. You have to kind of slide this in first, because if not, it's going to become messy. But plenty of space here in the back, hooks and everything. So I think this is kind of, you know, pretty good for this type of mid-size SUV. Obviously, this is not as big as, say, as an Explorer. Some of the competition depends on how it's designed, but it's not bad at all for what this Mazda CX9 offers. Obviously, here in the back, you can put a tow hitch, and this Mazda can tow up to 3,500 pounds of towing with this engine. This is the only engine that you have, which is a 4-cylinder turbo i-activ engine. So, but all right, guys, let's go ahead and we do have a button here to put your hatch down, and you can see we got a rear camera. Really nice the way everything is. Really like the way the design in this little chrome trim here that goes across the lights, which just really kind of puts everything together. Really nice. We got some chrome here in the bottom, and then we have dual exhaust tips as well here for that 4-cylinder engine. So go ahead and check out the i-activ engine on this Mazda CX9. So coming here and popping the hood of this Mazda CX9, let's go ahead and pop. It's a little bit heavy, not very much, but we have no hydraulic struts to help you out raise the hood, which should be kind of included, especially in a $50,000 SUV, in my opinion. But it looks like we have a hood rod here, and this goes all the way down there. Make sure we can get that in there. It's a little bit tough to see there. Sorry guys, here we have the 2.5 liter i-activ G turbocharged inline 4. This is producing 250 horsepower, 320 pound-feet of torque down low on the torque curve. This is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission going to the i-activ all-wheel drive system. So this is basically the only power plant that's available on the CX9. Unfortunately, you know, the competition does offer, you know, twin turbo V6 some sort of other alternative power plant, but this is not. So maybe in the future Mazda will will combine this with hybrid power or something electric, we don't know, but it's falling a little bit behind in what the competitors are for the mid-size 7-passenger SUV, but it is what it is, guys. So it's still a good power plant, got plenty of power, but Mazda, please put some hydraulic struts on this one, so it'll be a little bit better for those who are paying quite a bit. So let's put that hood strut here back in its place and drop the hood, and there we go, guys. All right, let's go ahead and check out the interior of this CX9 Signature. So obviously you expect this being the top of the line model to have, you know, the highest quality of stuff. It certainly does. This has the deep chestnut Napa leather, which is beautiful. As you can see, guys, it's kind of like a dark kind of coffee colored leather, which is very soft, very nice. Lots of, you know, beautiful aluminum trim. This is definitely soft. You know, you can feel the quality of this interior. We got the Bose speaker here as well. You got a little bit of aluminum surrounding your window control, and really nice the way they've done with this. Of course, we do have rear window shades as well, as you can see there. And you know, coming into the middle, we got the captain's chairs. Now these are heated both here in the back. Considering this is, of course, the Signature model, we got the beautiful quilted kind of design into the leather seats, which are basically also perforated. Now, getting to the back seat, guys, obviously you can raise this up here and hook this up. Not bad at all. As you can see, plenty of space here in the back. I just mentioned we do have cup holders, USB connections there as well. Now, there's only basically 2 seats in the back. This is a 6-seater. Even with this, you know, you might be able to do 7 in the back, but it's going to be a little tough. I'm sorry for the little spray bottle there, but you know, it's not bad at all for this Mazda CX-9. Obviously, if you lift this up here, you can get everybody up here. Just kind of put the seat up, kind of not too bad to get in the back, so but it will work nonetheless. Let's go ahead and push this back here. All no power seats or anything like that on the back on the second row here, but let's go ahead, guys, and jump in. All right, guys, so jumping into this CX9 second row seats here, really nice. Obviously this is not high enough for you to have a little grab panel. I didn't kind of need to have the need to have one, but checking out here, let's go ahead and pan out, guys, here a little bit here of the interior of this CX9. So really nice. I mean, the way everything's done is really nice. Got plenty of room here as well for the second row. Not as big, so as an example, as an Explorer, but I still got plenty of room. Really nice the way all this is quilted. Really nice the way the seats. This is all Napa leather. I know the Napa leather does not make it here to the back, but it's all the similar color, but really beautiful the way it is. As you can see, we got all the aluminum, everything just really well, and it feels really nice and quality to everything you touch here. We have a couple of basically pockets on each side of the seats here, on each seat back. Here in the middle, we coming back, guys, we do have the third zone AC, which is blowing nice, really cool, nice. As you can see, we got your little graphics LCD screen there. You can lower the temperature, adjust you know, the adjustments for the AC. There is nothing here in the bottom to, you know, put some connections, but coming here to the center console, we do have a couple of buttons here for your heated seats for the second row. For the captain chairs, there's nothing here in the front as well as I can see. I know there's a little more storage here in the bottom as well, as you can see. You can see this black piano trim does get scratched here. As you can see, this has only got, I think it's 18,000 miles, this CX9, about a year old, and it's already got, you can see some scratches there. So that's basically what I don't like the piano black, because that's one of the causes, but it's not too bad. A couple of cup holders here, and then if we can put the little things up here, you can see we have a little cubicle here to store things. We got 2 USB connections there, which is awesome. I don't see anything else there. So little nice center armrest with the leather, really nice. I mean, everything's really nice the way it is. Very comfortable here in the rear. As you can see, guys, here we have the all the dash layout, which is really cool. Really love this. Is very upscale design, you know, considering, you know, the price range this Mazda is in, but it's very nice. Particularly, we got the sunroof here in the middle, and I wish they did a panoramic sunroof, because they can do something like that, but obviously Mazda does not offer that. So we got some lights here as well. You can turn those on, and but that's about it, guys. Really nice and comfortable. Plenty of seats here. You can definitely adjust this one's here. You can lay back a little bit more down, adjust your center seats here, but really nice and roomy seats here for the second row. So awesome interior and quality of this, of what Mazda, but obviously you expect that from the top of the line model. So all right, guys, let's go ahead and go out into the front. All right, let's go ahead, guys, and jump into the driver's seat. And coming here, we have the same type of interior, very soft materials here. We got the nice aluminum trim, which was really nice in quality. We got some more of that deep Napa leather here. Now here we got what they call Santos Rose wood interior, which is really nice, very, like, you know, opaque. This basically surrounds your mirror and window controls here, which is really nice. Bit of aluminum there. You got your Bose speaker system there, and a bit of a place to put some waters and all that kinds of things here. Coming here to the middle, guys, we have your power seats here with a couple of memory seats. We do have heated seats here as well, and cooled seats. As you can see, guys, those quilted and Seats are fantastic. This leather just feels so soft. It's Napa leather, and I love the way that they've done the quilting, and really cool what it is. So really nice seats, very comfortable. They have a little bit of aggressiveness to them, not too bad. So in here in the middle, we have your opening of the hatch. We got just turn off the buttons for your sensors, and we have, of course, your fuel gauge there. And coming back here, we got your leather covered steering wheel with a bit of aluminum trim here, which is really nice. And this leather is all soft and dash with a bit of aluminum as well. So really nice what the Mazda has done. And of course, we got a manually tilting and telescoping steering wheel as well for adjustment to your liking. But let's go ahead, guys, and jump into this Mazda CX-9. All right, so inside of this CX-9, very well laid out, very nice interior, the way everything is designed. The aluminum, got a beautiful aluminum trim here, which has got a bit of a pattern to it. AC outlets, you got your 10.3-inch screen here as well. You got your 12-speaker Bose system as well. That's inside of this signature model. I love everything the way it is. Just starting to get a little more light. We got a black, headliner here as well. We got lights and all kinds of things here. We got of course, we don't have any home link that I see, but we have buttons for your lights and, of course, the sunroof as well. Really nice the way everything's designed, obviously. Let's go ahead and get this power started here for this CX-9, get everything going. As you can see, we got a little digital screen here in the middle. Really nice gauges, everything else. The steering wheel feels fantastic in your hands. Now it's got the right of thickness to it, but the leather feels really nice, quality leather. So let's go, guys, before we close the door, because it is a little hot today, let's go ahead and rev out that i-activ Turbo 4. So that doesn't sound too bad. I don't hear any type of turbo whistle, but sort of like a 2-liter EcoBoost from Ford. But it's not too bad. I think I might hear a little bit of it. But let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. Really nice, all this rosewood trim and everything. It's really, really nice. Mazda did a great job with the quality and the way the materials, everything is really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and put on my seatbelt because we're about to go on a test drive here very soon. So we're going to just, let's drop the volume a little bit, guys, here. So let's go first start with this area here. Of course, you got controls for all your parking sensors, all your window and mirror controls here. We got lights. We got a little bit of pedals here for your 6-speed automatic. Basically, all your controls for your radio, cruise control, all your active stuff here as well. What Mazda calls the i-activ Sense, which basically includes pedestrian detection, blind spot, rear cross traffic, lane keep assist, all that wonderful things as well as a Mazda radar cruise control. We do have a 360 active view monitor as well. We have Mazda Connect service here with this 10.3-inch screen here that we have here in the middle. Now this kind of works similar to the Acura. This is not a touchscreen at all. You have to work this little dial here with the buttons, home buttons, all that kind of stuff here. So let's check out the screen. It's 10.3-inch screen. Really nice graphics. Obviously, if we press the navigation button, which is here, you can see the navigation is kind of setting up. Touching the little dial, you can definitely zoom in and zoom out, which is not bad. The graphics are decently good. Let's hit the home button. So here we got communication, we got navigation, entertainment, settings, all kinds of things you can change in your Mazda CX-9, in vehicle display, sound settings, safety settings, vehicle settings, connectivity, all kinds of different things you can do. So let's go back to home. Obviously, this has got, also, it's got some little bit of ambient lighting, but you have also Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you also got all kinds of connections as well. Coming here in the middle, guys, we do have a dual zone AC with heated and cooled seats, ventilated and heated seats. We got a heated steering wheel. We got all types of sensors here you can turn off as well. You got a heated steering wheel button here, so as you can see, all easy to control for your AC controls here. We got a bit of that wood here, that rosewood, that's really nice. We got your sport button here as well. You can put sport or non-sport, which is really cool. 6-speed automatic. This is a little knob for your volume control, and this has got a nice, really nice 12-speaker Bose sound system, which is the top of the line system, which sounds really nice, very nice system. Parking brake, we have auto hold, we have basically just controls for your center screen here. A couple of cup holders here, guys, and if we do this individually here as well, a little bit of storage space here. You can see 2 USB connections, and that's about it for that. So not much of that, but it's pretty simple, you know, more straightforward, not as a lot of stuff as you can sometimes see in other you know, competition. We got the glove box here as well, which has got a nice size. This all feels very nice, the way this deep Napa, this Napa leather and all the design and the colors they use is really nice. Everything feels really nice and quality. You know, it does have a little bit of a nice quality, a very nice quality feel, just the same as an Acura does, you know, definitely a little bit better, for example, than an Explorer or something like that. And they're basically about the same price. Very nice. You got your little mirror here with some buttons here. Probably, oh, there we go. Maybe I have the home link here as well. So really nice. I mean, love this the way this interior is for this Mazda CX9. Coming here in the middle, guys, that you can see, we have your tachometer, speedometer here, and it looks like it's a digital display here as well. We got your gas and, of course, your fuel temperature. This has got 16,471 miles in this Mazda CX-9. Now, it's not an old model, and, you know, obviously, it's basically the same as the 2022. There's no other changes except for the trim and the standard. And you also got a little pad here for charging your phone wirelessly as well. So that's basically what standard comes in this models for 2022. Other than that, the 2022 model is exactly the same as this 2021, so there's no big changes. We do have a head-up display as well, as you can see there. I don't know if the camera's going to capture it, but we do have a head-up display as well there, and really nice. Let's go ahead, guys, and go out for a drive. Let me put on my glasses. Let's go ahead and go out for a drive. Let's put this on drive, and this is basically getting to get in behind the wheel of the first time of a CX9. Obviously, I drove it here, but just not even a mile. So let's go ahead and check out the turning radius. Really nice. And that head-up display is really nice. Got a nice blue lighting. Really nice the way that is amplified into the windscreen, into the windshield, actually. So let's go ahead and put it on sport, because that's the channel we are. We like to drive in a more sporty manner. Nice 3 Series there. This feels nice. Obviously, you know, we also got, you know, the intelligent you know, system there where it shows you there's a stop, you know, all kinds of signs and stuff, which is really cool. That's basically integrated into the navigation. So it's got the intelligent traffic control and all that kind of stuff that shows you. So, but let's go ahead and get out and drive this girl. So obviously it's a roomy interior. I mean, it feels low. It's very different feeling than something else. Let's just stop here for a second and go off-roading here on the grass. But just to give it a little time, I want to get a little bit head start on that and get going, guys, here. So throttle response is really nice. So obviously this is a heavier vehicle. You know, it's about 4,400 pounds, the CX9, obviously depending on all the options. But Mazdas are known to handle a little bit better. And obviously, let's go ahead and check out. Yeah, it's got some good throttle response. Not a lot of horsepower. It's got pretty good torque. Obviously, this is the same type of torque as a Ford Explorer XC with the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine. So it's got about the same torque and about the same power. Obviously, this has got 280. This one's got, the Ford's got 300 horsepower. But if you floor it, and you can hear the turbo from the inside for sure, and that is awesome. But it feels good. It feels very nice. Steering is nice, and it's got a nice direct feel. There is some body roll, of course, that's expected of an SUV, but it does gives you that feeling of, hey, you know, I'm not just a boring, you know, 7-passenger mid-size SUV. This has got some feeling to it. It's got some nice. It kind of feels a little bit lively, you know. Let's check out the brakes. The brakes, it's got a little bit of a lump, and all my stuff's flying out here. The brakes are not, you know, obviously like the Acura TLXs were super over boosted. This is, you gotta press and get some more power to this brakes, but it's not. I mean, I love the interior of this. I do love the interior of this CX9. It's really nice, very upscale feeling. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of throttle there. Yeah, it gets up and goes. I mean, it's got plenty of power. By no means is a slouch or anything like that. Obviously, you know, 400 pounds, 280 horsepower doesn't seem like a ton, but it does move. It does have plenty of power. Obviously, if you have a full family here with luggage, yeah, it's not gonna feel as powerful. But yeah, at least you got a turbo engine, and that won't affect you as much in altitude as well. But we got standard all-wheel drive. Obviously, this is now sort of an active all-wheel drive that sends an M out of the lane. So as you can see, guys, it's showing you, hey, you're driving out the lines, buddy. Get back in line. suspension kind of feels a little bit more on the sporty side, but the way this thing changes direction is pretty nice, especially for a 7-seater like this. And 4,400 pounds. This does not seem like 4,400 pounds. I don't know. They're disguising the weight for sure. But this drives excellent, very nice. And the brakes, yeah, they're a little bit longer in the tooth to get some power on it, but engine is very nice and responsive. The transmission as well. We do have some pedals here as well, but I'm not gonna use them. There's no need to in something like this. Everything's well laid out. I mean, your 10.3-inch screen's got really nice graphics, and they don't seem to be bothered by the sunlight. Everything's here at your fingertips. The things are a little bit farther away here. Your AC controls, but everything else is really nice. The controls here for the non-touch screen is pretty easy to do here. Everything's here at your fingertips. You can do the screen here. So the only thing I do find a little bit tough is changing. For example, we go back to radio. There's no way to change stations, anything. Oh, there goes a nice Hemi engine there. There's no way to change stations easily. You have to go to the screen, and you have to go back, for example, to the menu, and you got to go down to, you got to hit FM. It's a little bit kind of hardish to change stations. Obviously, the volume is right here. But other than that, the changing station is not easy to do. You have to go to the menu, which just kind of sucks, to be honest. But hope Mazda fixes that in the future and have more of an integration of touchscreen, some buttons as well. But what can you do, guys? So, all right, let's go ahead and... So we got an overdrive system. Let's go ahead and pull this thing. Yeah, this thing goes. It definitely goes. It's got nice torque. Not super fast, but obviously got plenty of power to get out of its way. It is an excellent SUV. Let's put it back on normal, and it'll relax the transmission. But yes, yeah. I'm sorry. I gotta switch those things off. Those lane keep assistings are buttering me. Hey, buddy, it's vibrating the steering wheel. Get back in your lane. Obviously, if you're driving more sporty, you gotta turn that stuff off because yeah, it's gonna be a bothersome. But excellent the way it does. The head-up display is really nice, right on your field of vision. Very impressive with this CX9. It does feel lighter than Explorer for sure. Obviously, for example, the Explorer ST that I've driven, that feels definitely much more planted. Obviously, that's a different type of vehicle, but obviously, it's still a big 7-passenger vehicle. This does seem a little bit lighter, but not as taut on the ground. But obviously equivalent to an XLT, Explorer, Telluride. Also, the Telluride seems to be a little bit better to me in terms of a little higher, little more comfortable. It's got a really nice layout, though. This is a very nice interior, nonetheless. I love the design of it. And Mazda's kind of more into a specific target of audience, I think, or people. There's a lot of Mazda lawyers, and I love Mazdas. Mazdas are always been great. I've owned Mazda RX-7, an FD from '93, so I know the Mazda brand, and I've always been a Mazda fan. But excellent SUV nonetheless. Very, very nice. Really enjoying this drive. But there you go, guys. Really, really nice. And obviously, we get the intelligence of the 45 mile an hour. I think it's called intelligent traffic control or something like that, where it shows you where, it literally tells you, hey, what's the speed limit here? There's a stop sign. What else? Lots of great innovations here. I don't know if it can definitely. I don't see any controls for this center screen here at all. But very nice, guys, and I apologize if I missed something, but I think that's about it. I mean, obviously, I got the opportunity to drive the CX9. I was very excited to do so. I did as much as I can on researching all the features of this car, but there's a lot of stuff in it. Most of the trims, basically, the sport basically not as much nicer things. Obviously, this being the top of the line model, you have all the bells and whistles, the better leather, the big speaker system, just all awesome things in this CX9. So let's go ahead, guys, and punch it here a little bit. Yeah, it's got plenty of power. I mean, and the engine is a little bit noisy. I mean, you can definitely hear the engine. A little bit of wind noise once you're getting up to speed here, but it's not too bad. It's very quiet interior. Yes, I'm out of the line now. Obviously, I have not turned on the cool seats as well, which I surely missed. We got some traffic here. We go ahead and press the cool seats here, which is nice. You got 3. Basically, I could have gone. Oh yeah, that feels much better there, having the cool seats turn on. For Florida right now, leather seats, hot weather, they're not mixed. I love either, you know, cloth seats, you know, which are for me the best, or Alcantara. This has always got the leather seats, and when they're cooled, it's fantastic here for Florida's hot weather, because sitting in a car like this with shorts in the summertime coming in when it's 140 degrees inside the car is no bueno, not good for your buttons. So awesome little SUV. I like it. It's got plenty of response, good power. The gas mileage, I believe, is around 20 miles per gallon in the city, 26 on the highway. Obviously, that depending on how you exercise your right foot. If you drive like a maniac, like a lot of people do here in Florida, your gas mileage is going to suffer. And a lot of people really don't care, because the way they drive here, people don't care about gas mileage and stuff. So this is not, for example, the engine is not as quiet as the EcoBoost, say, in the 2.3 liter EcoBoost. But all right, let's just go ahead and check out the reverse camera. Here we go, guys. Really nice graphics. The graphics are fantastic, very clear image. As you can see, you got the 360 view here, cameras that I mentioned. We got cameras all around, including the front. If you go here, no, hey, this is not touchscreen. This is a pain in the butt. Obviously, you got different surroundings, but I can't control them. It's not a touchscreen either. That's not the volume control. Yep, this is no, there's not a touchscreen. No, you can't control them. I don't know, guys, but at least you got your surroundings, and we should have some. There is sensors as well in the back. Let's see if, and their trajectory lines do go well as well. So we got trajectory lines, but it's not showing. We know it's not detecting the sidewalk, so those sensors don't work as well, because some of them do. Some other, but the camera is nice, and you see we got the front camera there as well. So at least you got sensors if you're bumping into something higher than 1 foot on top. So all right, guys, so there we go, guys. A really nice SUV. So this is a semi-used CX9 from 2021, obviously the same thing as a 2022. This 16,000 mile CX9, they're asking just under $47,000, $46,990, something like that. So it's not bad. Lots of SUV for the money, for sure. Lots of good quality stuff. Feels great, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hit the subscribe button if you guys enjoy this type of content. Hit the like button, share the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all that have subscribed. Have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.